Hi guys, today we're talking about self-image. It's a massive topic to cover and I have tried my level best to fit in as much value as possible in as short a time as possible, while also at the same time keeping it engaging so that you don't click off midway through the video and miss out on the value I'm trying to impart. In order to do justice to each of these three parameters, I'm going to have to break what would be a longish video into two smaller ones. In this one, we talk about what self-image is and why it matters. And in the next one, which will be the next video that I upload, we get into how you actually work upon it. With that said, let's dive right into it. What do you think of yourself? What kind of a guy are you? Ask yourself this question and write down or just remember the first 3-4 words that come to mind. Actually, let me do this with you. What do I think of Sahaj? Purpose driven, definitely number one on the list. Disciplined, none of this would be possible without it. Healthy, objectively speaking, and happy. I hope you have your points too by now. Doesn't all have to be positive, by the way. I want you to be as objective as you can. We're not trying to flatter ourselves over here. We're trying to uncover what we actually, genuinely, subconsciously think of ourselves. Just like if I asked you, what do you think of this guy whom you know pretty well? The way you would answer that question, I want you to answer this just like that. Here's another question for you. Why do you think of yourself like that? For example, I said the first thing that comes to mind when I ask myself, what do I think of myself, is purpose driven. What gives me the right to think of myself as purpose driven? For 21 years of my life, I was literally the most lost person I know of. I had no idea what to do with my life. No idea what I even wanted to do. No goals, no ambitions, no nothing. I said I think of myself as healthy. Tell that to this boy. He was obese, man. He had zero muscle and still weighed like 10 kgs heavier than me. I never asked myself this question back then. But if I had asked myself, what do I think of Sahaj back then? My answer would probably go fat, lazy, socially awkward, and average. Everything the exact opposite of today. But here's the thing, dude. This is no small matter. It's not just, oh, I think of myself like this or like that. Oh, I think of myself as healthy or as fat. These 3-4 points about you, they dictate how every second of your life is going to turn out. Right now, dude, for some reason I woke up at 2:30 a.m. today. I am fucking exhausted right now. The only reason I'm sitting here doing this is because I think of myself as a disciplined man. Because I think of myself as a disciplined and healthy man, I'll skip the pizza 9 times out of 10. I'll go to the gym even when there's not a single cell in my body in the mood for a workout. It's because I think of myself as a purpose-driven and dedicated man that I started this channel. I mean, look back to my first video. That was a guy who had no idea what he was doing, but he had the faith in himself that he would stick with it and that he would figure it out along the way. So it's because of my self-image that I started this channel, that I'm in the best shape of my life today, that I'm making the progress that I am on a daily basis. There's nothing my 17-year-old self hated more than being fat. But he didn't do anything about it because he thought of himself as a fat guy, as a lazy guy who didn't do shit about what he wanted. So he actually didn't. Here's what I need you to understand. Your beliefs about yourself are not objective truths. You think that you see yourself for who you actually are, but that's just not true. In fact, it's the other way around. Who you are is a result of what you think of yourself, is a result of how you think of yourself. So the next logical question is, how do I improve how I think of myself so that I can improve who I am? That is exactly what we'll answer with the next video. Stay tuned for that. Until then, drop me a comment and tell me what you found to be the best way to improve your self-image. As always, I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next one.